we come to what's called the energy body, which expands and contracts depending on your mood, your energy level, and countless other factors. And whether you know it or not, you are constantly reacting to other people's energy bodies. People who expand their identities to include their energy bodies realize that they're more than just a body and mind, which opens them to a spiritual dimension of being. So I want us to do a little exercise right now. Follow me. We're going to do this. Rub your hands vigorously together. Vigorously, vigorously. Go ahead, bud. Keep going. You didn't know you had so much exercise today. Keep going, keep going. Keep going. Keep going. And now I want you to hold them like an inch or two apart and see what you feel.
Oh, wow.
And you can move them away to feel it becoming thinner. Bring them in closer. Okay, you sense that?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's just a real simple energy.
Oh, really?
Exercise to get a sense of your body energy beyond the physical. You really are supposed to do that for like minutes. But I'm already like, I said it was going to be short today, and I will. So let's go to the next stage. This is a stage, too, that we love to hang out in and stay in and play in, especially New Thought people. It's called the transpersonal dimension. This broad category encompasses the full range of non-ordinary experiences, from clairvoyance and other forms of ESP, to rapture and bliss, to visions of angels, gods and goddesses, and other worldly beings, to direct communication with your higher self, or even with a personal manifestation of God. And when you expand your identity to include these subtler levels of being, you know without a doubt that what you are is vaster than you once believed. And you begin to access a deeper source of wisdom and compassion as well. Anybody relate to that stage? So you start to have these otherworldly, non-ordinary experiences. And you really start to get that you are more than you ever thought you were. And then we go into the sixth stage, which is glimpse of being. When you experience being, quote-unquote being, directly in all its innate perfection and completeness, you realize that you've never been separate from who you really are, even for an instant. The Zen masters call such a direct experience as being kensho, literally seeing your true nature. That's what kensho means, literally seeing your true nature. But you may need a number of kenshos before you know who you are without doubt and stop shifting back to a more limited identification. So this is where we have the experience, we slip out of it. We have it, we slip out of it.
Yes.
And then finally, number 7 is the ground of being. Only the great mystics and sages get this far. People like Jesus, okay? Buddha. Now you're one with the spirit or the ground of being without separation. In the words of the Indian scriptures, you are that. That with a capital T. You are that. What do we say in Christianity? I am that I am. You get it. Sure, you continue to eat, drink, sleep, blow your nose, but you never forget, even for an instant, who you really are. And your being radiates wisdom and compassion to others. So I'm not going to give you the other list because it's already 11. Read the book. I'm sure there are books in the bookstore. It's called, I don't like this title. It's called Meditation for Dummies. In our class, we renamed it Meditation for the Enlightened, or Meditation for Beginners. because I want to spend just a couple minutes with you to ask you, why is spiritual community important? Can't we just do this on our own? Can't I just be the monk that goes into the mountains and becomes awakened, sit under the tree? Is it the Bodhi tree that Buddha sat under? Why do we need spiritual community? Well, I think and believe it's essential, especially in the West. Because think of all the distractions that are out there to keep me in the stage of physical, to keep me in the stage of persona. And you may say, BJ, that's where I want to be, and that's okay. I'm not saying, it probably takes 1,000 lifetimes to wake up. So I think you're here today on an 85-degree weather Sunday because you are ready to go beyond the physical. You're not on the beach. You're ready to go beyond the persona. You're not at home working on your computer. You're ready even to go beyond the mature ego. And those, what is it called? Those experiences, transpersonal dimension experiences. Though I did have an angel card reading yesterday. Doesn't mean you can't still play. But if that was my primary focus, then maybe that's the stage I'm going to hang out with in this lifetime. And you probably want to go beyond ground of being and ultimately be, glimpses of being and ultimately be in that ground of being. Spiritual community for me, it's not about church services or classes. It's about the opportunity to take this journey with like-minded people who also want to wake up and who are going to work at keeping me awake. It's an opportunity to know the truth of who and what I really am, regardless of the circumstances that are going on in my life, regardless of the physical conditions of my body, how much money is in my pocketbook, how harmonious my relationships might or might not be, what's happening that is just temporary, not the ultimate reality. I need folks to remember with. And that is what I believe Jesus was talking about as far as the spiritual kingdom. The kingdom that was to be established within and to express out to others. That's the message of Pentecost, the message of waking up to the truth of who and what you really are, and then sharing that with others. I hope there never comes a day when church is dead in the United States, like it has very much happened in continents like Europe. I hope that we'll stay together. Maybe we won't call ourselves a church. Maybe that's not the right word any longer in 2014. Maybe it's a center of awakening, of enlightenment, of remembering, of awareness, of sharing, of expressing the Spirit, the Holy Spirit that you are and I am. Happy Pentecost.
Happy Pentecost.
Let us stand and join together in singing.